We're the Indie Projects, Bee and Theo, and with our cat Ginjey Bear, we're driving around the world in our beautiful self-built Sprinter van. For the last 6 years, we have driven over 100,000 miles around Europe, exploring all the way up to the Arctic Circle in Norway. Follow us as we adapt to life's ever-changing challenges during the pandemic that's sweeping the world. Please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Are you trying to sit on my lap? As if the sofa's not big enough.
So as you guys know, things are changing by the hour. We are currently in a pandemic and no one really knows what to do.
It's been changing day by day, and if you saw our last video, we did say that our Canada trip is postponed for now. We don't know for how long. No one really knows what's going on. Everyone's checking the news every single day. I'm constantly keeping up to date with what is going on, and it's been kind of scary to see what is happening to fellow van lifers out in Europe, in the countries that have had lockdowns.
Yeah, we've got so many friends in multiple different countries, and it's really sad to see that there's no real information on what people who live in their van full time are supposed to do.
Especially because a lot of campsites are closing and it's just a really weird time. Everyone's being told to stay home, but obviously if you live in a van, this is your home. And even though it's on wheels, people seem to take that differently. They might look at you as being a holiday maker, when in fact you're not. You're just living your life like everyone else. We are still self-isolating, and actually I think today at the
day
time
10?
Yeah, the time of filming this, we're on day 10 of self-isolation and social distancing. So it's been really strange, and because we've seen what's happened in Europe, we're well aware that a lockdown could be coming in the UK. And the UK is already hard enough trying to find safe places to stay away from people in your van, in your home.
It's just going to get increasingly difficult to park anywhere in the UK, which is such a shame. It's a beautiful country, but it's very heavily populated and there's not a lot of space.
No, there isn't. And fortunately for us, we've got a family member who's actually trapped out in Italy right now during their lockdown, during the insane pandemic that's going on in Italy. It's intensely scary to see what's going on there.
And she's been locked down for
weeks now.
I think it's coming up to a month.
A month.
1
alone.
month locked down alone in an apartment. It's such a bizarre time.
It is, and she's seen that we're stuck in the UK now. Obviously, like we've said in the last video, we weren't planning on being here for this long, and who knows how long we're going to be here now. So because she's stuck in Italy, and because we're worried about what's going to happen, like I said, it's changing day by day. She has offered us a house sit because her house is currently empty and we need somewhere where we can stay safe.
And we couldn't be more grateful to her. It's come at the perfect time, and we have a new cat.
We have a new member of the Indie Projects. During house life, we'd like to introduce you to the Tilly Meister. So this is Tilly. She's an incredibly fluffy girl and the most affectionate cat I've ever met in my entire life. She's very vocal, yeah, aren't you, Tilly?
She's so cute.
She is. She's absolutely lovely. But there is a but. I know a lot of you guys are going to be wondering about Ginjey Bear. Unfortunately,
She nearly fell off the bed. You're so funny.
She loves to roll.
You're so
there
funny.
We go. That's her trademark roll.
Because she is a rag doll.
Yeah, she is a rag doll. She loves to just flop around everywhere. As I was going to say, unfortunately, Ginjey Bear and Tilly have to stay separated because whilst Tilly is an incredibly affectionate girl, she doesn't really like other cats. So for the foreseeable future, Ginjey is obviously still with us, but you're not going to see any Ginjey and Tilly friendship montages, I'm afraid.
And Ginjey is hanging out in this massive conservatory area, which is lovely, and it looks out over the garden. So Ginjey can see what's going on in the world. And look how cute this is. She's just surrounded by flamingos. But soon she'll be able to go out and enjoy the lovely garden.
This kitchen is pretty big compared to what I'm used to. I mean, this is usually about the space that I have in the van, and now I've got all of this. So it's going to be interesting living in a massive kitchen and being able to just make a huge mess There's also a dishwasher. I've never actually owned a dishwasher, so I feel like I'm really living a luxury life right now, guys.
And that's not the only part of the kitchen. We've got this massive fridge freezer right here with all this food that we got out of our van. We've got about enough food probably for 2 weeks. We had to get the emergency dairy milk chocolate from Cadbury's, the best chocolate in the world. And then over here we have our bread station. So we got our rolls for our veggie burgers, and then we got my bread here, Bee's gluten-free bread. We got some gluten-free, what are these called? Bagels. And we got some gluten-free pita bread as well, which only came to around £1,000.
I'm really making the most out of being in the UK. In regards to the gluten-free food, even though it's really expensive if you're celiac or have to be gluten-free, you'll know what I mean, but bread is my favourite, and I will try all different types of gluten-free bread to find the perfect one. And seeing as we're stuck in a house, I'm going to have bread every day.
So Bee's going to start making lunch right now because we're really peckish, and I'm going to show you my favourite part of the house. A lot of you guys probably guessed, yep, my favourite part is this, a massive bath. So I think this evening I'm going to enjoy a cheeky bath.
So as Theo mentioned, he's getting pretty peckish. I'm peckish. I've actually forgotten to eat breakfast. I've got to tell you, my routine is all over the place now, not in the van. I don't quite know what to do with myself. But I'm going to make one of our favourite kind of meals that we have in the van. But first, also, I wanted to say, I know this is turning into a bit of a foodie vlog. We're trying out this Beyond sausage, plant-based sausage. It's got no gluten in it, so it's absolutely perfect, because if you're a vegetarian celiac, you'll know it can be quite hard to find celiac vegetarian-friendly food. But yeah, we're going to have that. But firstly, what's going with it is something that I always make in the van. Here we have parsnip and sweet potato fries. They're our absolute favourite, and they're so simple to make. I'll bung them in the oven in a minute, and I know a lot of you guys got concerned when I used the word bung. What the hell does bung mean? Well,
Bung is literally like, I don't know, bunging something into something. It's like almost like throwing it forcefully.
yeah, like whack it in the oven, throw it in the oven. It's just an English phrase, I suppose. So if you want to use the word bung, feel free to use it. So this is Theo's. He's got the normal bun with the sausage inside, sweet potato and parsnip fries, and some fresh pepper on the side as well. It's always good to have something crunchy. And then I've got pretty much the same, but I've got some gluten-free bread, and we'll let you know what we think of the sausages once we've tried them. The sausages, I wouldn't have them again. They were just kind of like a thick Linda McCartney and overpriced, to be fair, so we won't be getting them again. But Theo's been raging about these Naked Glory burgers that he had yesterday. I've not had them because they do have wheat in them, but they smell flipping fantastic. So if you're after a meat-free alternative, give these a whirl.
I'm not joking. These things were incredible, and I've come up with some coordinates that I can get to that's not far from this house. So if anyone wants to airdrop me a food package of these, I'll be very grateful. We just got a text message from one of the neighbours saying they've left us, there it is, a home-baked sourdough bread for us. How nice is that? How good does this loaf look?
Oh wow, that's unbelievable.
How amazing is that someone we've never met literally drops us a sourdough piece of bread?
Piece of bread, it was a whole loaf of bread. It was a whole loaf, but yeah, I'm just
one slice.
Even if they'd just given us one slice, I'd be overwhelmed, because I just think it's really sweet and really lovely how people are looking out for each other during this time. And we've all got to remember, look out for people, be kind, spread love, spread positivity. This is getting really deep, but yeah, we're happy with our slice of sourdough bread. It's really made our day.
No, we're looking forward to eating that. But one more thing, if you see any van lifers or anyone who lives in a van struggling, please send them your support. This is a time where we all need to stick together. We need positivity in the world, and we will get through it. And also, I know we're in a house and we're not in the van right now, but we've got some van related videos that are going to be coming right up. And also we've got some other ideas to keep you entertained, so stay tuned.